Welcome to Real Women, Real Talk. I am your host, Salena Coleman, and I have one of my original co-hosts with me today, Miss Anessa.
Glad to be back. Hello, everyone.
And also, I have a friend joining me who has been a true friend of mine, a ride or die homegirl from the beginning of my days. And this is my friend Dee. Introduce yourself or just say hi. Right. So me and Dee goes back to, I ain't going to get a year. Because,
too many of those.
Just say sandbox, sandbox days.
Those days.
There you go.
Where, we was learning life and discovering, and before, we are who we are.
Right, definitely. And so with that said, we are going to be talking about reparations for LA County. I was in a 3-day meeting where we was discussing reparations for LA County, but we also seen the results of reparations for the torture survivors.
Which is exactly what?
Well, in Chicago, the police were torturing people, like literally torturing them. And if you had a chance to listen to any of the previous podcasts that I did, we did 16 hours of reparation talks. And we learned a lot from Chicago because they already did it. They
already got their checks.
Yes, girl, they got $100,000 a piece, and they got a torture center. And in that torture center is, if I'm correct, it is history about what went on. And then they have everything they need as an education to make sure that the community knows that it doesn't have to happen anymore. Because what was going on and what is still going on.
I was going to say, in truth, when did it stop?
Right. And these checks was issued where?
In Chicago.
Only?
Yes.
So was that the first phase?
Yes.
Second phase? No. Like,
that is.
How we know when our name is on the list?
Well, right now I've been doing that. I've been in the conversations of reparations for that. And so we're trying to make it happen now. When is it going to happen? I really don't know, to be honest with you. I just want to say this. It's not changing, right? Long before,
None of my people have said nothing about getting no check.
Of course not, right? Because right now we are being distracted by everything in society. And when I say being distracted by everything in society, last week when I did the reparations show, and on the app, they do the Saturday show about sobriety, and they were talking about cannabis users. Well, I was in my feelings about it, and I called in and I'm like, we've been dealing with the cannabis since the 80s. Can we move forward to current stuff like reparations, right? And the host of the show, I kind of got like, I was driving while I was on the show. And so it kind of pushed me out. And I came back, the show came back with one of the hosts kind of talking crap about me. Like, oh, she's probably high now. And, she gets to rambling, or they ramble when they got to smoke before they do things. And that type of.
Sometimes you get your best thinking when you're high.
That's probably true, too.
You're a little more focused.
And who doesn't go into their own personal thoughts? I mean, we all have those thoughts, whether you're smoking, whether you're just, if you don't have a conversation with yourself, who do you have one with?
Well, I understand all that, because what I said is, they should be glad that some of our young people are smoking. Because if not, they might be out there committing murders. Because I know when I was young and people pissed me off to the point where I felt like I was about to let loose, I would say, let me smoke to calm down. And so, the passion that he heard was probably more my menopause, right? Because I was put into a surgically induced menopause that... when I talk about serious stuff, I get hot. If y'all can see, I'm already sweating. I got sweat on my nose, right? Because this shit is personal to me and I am passionate about it. So he probably heard my passion right?
I'm glad you got all this passion because you're going to get us some checks.
Right, oh, right. Well, you right. You right, because you know I
How
got some
am I on
Now
passion.
let me
Yes.
ask you this:
Are they
with the
going by
reparations,
last name,
is it just
first
is it
name?
just Los Angeles County? Does that how does that work? Does it
Well,
Are they going by
spread it out?
region?
Right?
The
Do
coldest,
you
what?
know?
right. Well, I'm gonna tell you this: the task force that I'm working on, and that I sat in the meeting, that was strictly for LA County. But for me, let me reintroduce myself, and I am reintroducing myself to my sister. And she is my sister, and she is my sister for life because we have a grandson in common, and his name is Dale the Third, and he is so freaking smart and so freaking amazing, right? And that put Anessa into the sexy grandma club. I've been there for a long time, 13 years. So welcome to my sexy grandma
Yes,
club.
yes. Proud to be here.
Thank you, thank you. So with that said, I am a human rights activist, and I am here to put my feet to the ground in LA County from Long Beach to Lancaster because we need change. And LA County is the most powerful county in the United States. And if you think not, put the test to the table. If you think your county and your state is stronger than LA County politically wise, let's make a contest out of it.
I was going to say, okay, let's put some stuff on the table. They
Right.
come down here and see all our homeless on the street. We're going to lose.
Oh, no, not at all. Because guess what? There's homelessness all around the world, right?
Yeah, but not like ours. Not
Why?
like
Why?
ours.
Okay, I hear you. Both
Not
of y'all
like
talking, but
ours.
do you know why? Why is our homelessness so big and so much? Tell me why.
We ain't got them reparations.
That's an answer, but I wouldn't say it's the correct answer, but
It's one
it's
of
a
the good
possibility.
answers.
See, if I'm truthful,
I want you to be truthful because
I believe that we make choices, whether it be our mental capacity, whether it be that we're on drugs, whatever it may be, I feel as though we make choices. And so many of us are out there that receive help and still choose a different path. They still choose because they don't want, I don't know if they don't want to go along to get along and to have a life, or if it's just easier to say, let me stay in this, whether it be my
Sometimes change
mental
is
state.
scary.
True statement. But at what point in time do you say, I stand up and I want?
I've had enough.
And I'm supposed to be who God put me here to be. When do you stand up and say, this is me and this is mine and I own this?
I agree, but we're going to say this. It's hard. It's hard, right? Even in LA County, but especially in LA County, and I'm going to tell you why. We have people that come to Hollywood, right? And
to live that life.
right. Hold on,
they
give
get
me
stuck.
a minute. Hold on, give me a minute. We have two Hollywoods. We have Hollywood, California, and we have Hollywood, Florida, right? Ha! So I'm sure when you come in for the dream, right? Because we know in Hollywood you can get to a beach, you can lay on the beach, you could put your feet in the sand, you can swim in our waters, right?
Right.
So with that said, when you come to a Hollywood, because I don't know how Hollywood in Florida is, but I definitely know how Hollywood in California is. When you come to Hollywood, it's not everything we think it's gonna be.
It's not all glittering gold.
No, and everything that glitter ain't gold. Right, in real life. Mr. Coleman want to talk in, speak. Come on.
Yeah, I just wanted to say a large part of the homelessness issue in California.
What do you got to have his phone?
Nah, I need you to log in, and I'm gonna put you on the amp. I'm gonna pull you on the amp as well. Call in.
You got to call in and say.
No, I can't hear you. So you got two options. You could come to this mic or you could call in on amp. No.
Can you hear me now?
We can't hear you now.
He was trying so bad.
I wanted him to stay back there and just call in on his phone. If you close the door, he could call in on his phone.
So we
Oh,
could
it don't
sit-
matter. Go ahead. Come on.
And then we have a caller.
Yes, we'll have a caller.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I will call in, but for right now, I just wanted to say on the homelessness issue in California, a huge part of that is people being priced out of being able to afford housing in California. Period. There's people who are getting evicted every day due
Very
to
costly.
gentrification.
The cost of living.
Cost of living in California is ridiculous.
Totally
Just-
agree.
Yeah. 2 lemons, $1.
So-
Well, you can get one free off my tree.
Okay.
So
You got some
I just wanted to
potatoes?
say that, and
Man.
now I'm gonna go back in the booth, and then I'm gonna call you
All
guys.
right. I appreciate
We
that.
want to see that call. We want to see that call.
Yeah. We want Mr. Coleman to call in on that.
Yeah.
On AMP. Yes.
Yeah.
But I totally agree with that. And you know, I was gonna say something before he cut in. Our first apartment that me and him had together, we had a single. Y'all know what a single is, right? The bed used to fall out the wall.
Murphy
Wow.
bed.
Yes, right. We didn't use it. We got those 2 couches and we put them back to back. So they folded out. So we slept on one side and then our baby slept on the other side. Right. But we paid $365 a month.
Ooh, where's that at?
That
Well,
was
it's-
back in the day.
It was back in the
Yeah,
day.
I know.
And on 3rd in Long Beach. And you go right now in that apartment building, we'll have it's $12.95 or $12.85 for a single.
For that same
For that
single.
same single.
Isn't
Yeah.
They probably got
Something?
the same cabinets.
Yeah.
Probably
no,
do,
no
knowing
doubt,
Long
no
Beach.
doubt.
Probably got the same cabinets.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely. So, you know, for me, this journey has been a blessing and a curse. Why has it been a blessing and a curse? Because I do love activism and it is a passion in my heart and it fuels me. It makes me young again, honestly. But it also hurts my heart. And when we first did this show, we were talking about how my grandkids' father got killed by the police. And that whole journey has been a traffic stop for my family. And what do I mean by a traffic stop for my family? I mean, it put me on hold and it had us dealing with the police longer than necessary for what? A ticket in society. And what do I mean by a ticket in society? We've been labeled. We've been labeled as troublemakers for the police society. Why is that? Because
You're not going to let us ask no questions. You're going
I
to tell
am.
the story and ask the question.
Girl, we are. Yes.
Oh, she all up in my own mind.
Right. We are, but we getting there. And I say this to you because it's been a long journey for me, Anessa, and you know personally.
know.
You definitely
I know.
know personally.
Just
And
got to lighten the mood.
you did, right? And you
Right.
did. But police brutality is deep. It is deep. And so it brought me to the forefront because my daughter is a beautiful artist. And Anessa's son is a beautiful artist as well. And they collab music together and they have a child together. And so
Collab, dude.
they been collabing. But with that said, I am going to give y'all some chance to ask some questions. And so we can get into some deep conversations. And then we going to get into some clowning. And we going to play a little bit of music. And then we going to come back. So,
Hopefully
Anessa,
everyone got questions about the reparations.
right, come on. We waiting on you. You got first questions.
No. I'm still learning too. I want to know where my name falls on the list.
Okay, so let me ask you.
First name, last name,
Right, but it's,
full color folks,
this is
mixed color folks.
right. This is about police brutality in Los Angeles
We're gonna
County.
have to be beat.
Well, not exactly, because for me,
We got to show past brutality.
yes, you do gotta. This is so. See, I'm not talking about reparations because of the color of your skin.
Oh, we talking about the
I mean,
wrong reparations.
We'll get there, and they'll get there, right? But I'm talking about the reparations of police brutality in our community. And see, for me,
Well,
I've
I'm
been
from Watts, so I'm sure I've got a case.
oh, I definitely believe you do. And in
Just
1976,
the mental state I've been put in.
and that's part of our problem, right? Because you seen firsthand how society whoops on us, right? In our police brutality and how they kill
They
our
took me down
fathers.
for traffic tickets. Took me down to
That's
the
not
big
funny,
house.
right? Right.
Whole 17 hours I was down.
Right. At first 17 hours and last 17
Yeah,
hours you ever want to
felt
do,
like
right?
17 years.
Yeah, see.
Man, say it again.
17 years.
Yeah.
Learn my lesson.
I know that's
you,
right.
you and me both. So like, it didn't take me, but
Yeah, overnight. They the only ones with the keys. I ain't coming back here.
Right. Well, you want to know something? That's ironic because yours was 17 hours and mine was 17 days.
See, you was worse off than me. You was bad. I just had failure to appears. This young lady will not come back. Y'all bring her in when you holler at her. As soon as you pull her over, bring her right in. We won't talk to her.
Right, right. And so you're right because mine was a little different, right? And so,
Yeah, 17 days.
yeah, 17 days. But let me tell you the difference between my 17 days and your 17 hours, right?
I bet you mine was worse than yours because you seem a little tougher than me. I was a little square like, Lord, Jesus.
You know, it wasn't. And I'm going to tell you why. Because day 15,
Damn.
my daughter died.
Oh.
Star. But she changed my life. God changed my life with that because prior to that, I was planning on going back to jail.
So, oh, yeah,
I was running a store. I
you
was
needed
making
to
some.
sit down.
Yeah,
You
God
needed to
was
sit
like, "Let me
down.
slap you," because I put you in jail for 17 days, and you talking about coming back to run a store and make some money, and it's a vacation. This shit ain't a vacation.
Yeah, she got a hard head, Lord.
Right, he sure did, and he smacked me awake like bam. So my wake up call was Star dying, and I was hard. I was really hard. Why was I hard? Because I had homies dying every weekend. Yeah, D. We was going to funerals, right? We go to the mall or to the swap meet. We buy brand new shoes, brand new socks, brand new pants, brand new shirt, brand new t-shirt, brand new bras, brand new panties. Can't walk into the funeral with old panties. What if you cry, have a heart attack and drop dead in?
Man.
Y'all just super hard
Man.
gangsters needing a big old hug.
Yeah.
Really, we
True
did.
Y'all just
statement.
needed hugs.
True statement.
True statement.
Yeah.
We really
True
did.
statement.
We really did. Because,
True statement. But that's the way it was back then. But how we grew up and what is now and to what we dealt with, even when it comes to the police, to any of that, is completely different with the way the kids are today. They couldn't survive and just what we grew up in.
They
And
ain't
and
survived.
even
They
They're
ain't
not.
survived.
You're right. They not. They
see
not.
that, and that's crazy because it's like even though you see the kids nowadays, they don't even leave the
We
house.
kind of knew they would really hit us in the head with the Billy Club.
Yeah.
They gotta test them. I bet you won't.
Right? That part. You're
Kids
right.
of the day, he ain't gonna hit me.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
Bust you to the white meat.
Right. And for real, right? And we
And see,
already
these
know
kids
that.
look at you like, what this mean? Man, your parents tell you in a heartbeat, I'll bust your head to the white meat. You better get your life together real quick. These kids run tell that.
But then our kids now are more like superheroes. Because
Yeah.
they on so many different things, they're not walking around as just full humans. They Batman and Robin.
Yes, and Sonic. right. In
Little
real life, though.
GTA, they doing
Man,
this
right.
snatch and grab. They playing the hell out
Man.
that game.
Right. In real life, though,
Yeah,
right?
real life.
Not understanding and see and I'm glad y'all brought that up because for me I understand now the consequences of it, right? The cause and effect, because as a teenager I didn't understand and realize the cause and effect. Even me going in there trying to be so cute while we got people and activists on the podium talking, right? And it's ironic because I remember already being married and going to one of my homeboys' funerals. And I kind of felt uneasy in the place of being at the funeral because I hadn't been in hood life for a long time, because I met my husband at 20 and well, I met him at 19, but we got married. I was 20, he was 21. And so it was different. It was different. I was a married woman walking into a funeral, and the whole thing about it was different. The feeling of it, the environment of it. Star was already passed. And just so y'all know, I'm getting me a shirt that say, because I can't get it out of my vocabulary. So I decided, since I can't get it out, I'm going to include it. And we're going to be like, we're going to do it in all different tones, because what? Tone and delivery makes a big difference in everything you do. Huh.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes.
Right. So with that said, I just came to change the game. I came to change the game of politics. I came to change the game of human rights activists. And I want y'all to know I'm serious in this game. We're going to take a break and let LaRon do his thing and put some music on. And I'm going to put some music on my amp channel. Let's see what I got playing and see if he can match me.
Uh-oh. It's a duo.
I'm about to do Mercy Mercy by Marvin Gaye, but you put on what you want to put on. And then we going to put them side by side, because guess what? My amp family is going to tell me if they like your song better than my song, because my amp family is a younger generation than my family, right? So with that said...
And what they listen to is show, not what we listen to.
You right. But sometimes...
yeah, you said they're a younger generation. You going to put on Marvin Gaye? They want to hear that?
I don't care what they want to hear, right? Because Marvin Gaye,
because he look like he about in their generation.
Right.
That's okay.
Right.
He win the battle. He win the
No, I
battle.
don't like losing now.
No.
See,
I don't like
well, let
losing.
me tell you what you need to do. You need to get your file up and put your songs on. And the next time we go head to head, it ain't gonna be head to head. It's gonna be
sometime where I
you,
learn how to
me.
be quiet.
Yeah.
Just be quiet.
SalinaMusic.com.
All right, again, y'all, this is Salena Coleman with Real Women, Real Talk. I want to say I might have ADHD because I can't stop moving ever in life.
You're
For
just
real.
excited. You're just excited.
Girl, this is my everyday.
Okay, well, you like it.
In real life, this is my everyday.
Well, good thing they got pills for that.
Nah, fuck them pills.
Okay.
Excuse my
Keep
French.
moving.
I'm not a pill popper. I
Keep
will keep
moving.
it pushing.
Yeah.
Right. With that said, I'm a little hot, but I said it could be menopause because I went through that, and now I do have to
There's
take.
no
You
go
been
through
going
that.
through
It's never
right? Thank
over.
you.
I have to take estrogen.
There is no end date to menopause.
Right. I have to take.
Thank you.
Yeah, this
Right.
is it.
This
Right.
is-
I take estrogen, and the doctor.
Oh, he done came out, cut the hair on you. She
Yes,
cooked
thank
on
you.
you.
'Cause woo!
It may not work, but let's see.
It's okay if it don't, because
She gonna lay
Oh, it
and
worked.
fry
It
it.
worked.
I
Yes.
felt that too, right?
Yes, it works. Thank you, LaRon. You saved the day. But yes, menopause is real. And without that estrogen medicine, girl, my daughter told me, Mom, I haven't took my medicine in 4 days. I said, if I don't take my medicine in 4 days, somebody gonna die. Because if I'm 2 hours late, I can feel the heat. It's inside. It's internal.
Okay.
It's not outside. You
Okay.
see, it's
I see
internal.
you sweating,
It's
yeah.
internal. But right
rough
now
for
it's
you.
internal because I'm passionate about what's going on, and I don't like the way we are doing our babies. Because all of this come back to our babies in real life. I was a child who lost my dad because the police wanted to threaten him, and they wasn't killing people openly back then like they do now. And I say that because let me give y'all some more history about me. Today is Salena History Day.
Okay.
Right.
She loading it on.
I was a delegate for 660 SEIU.
Girl, I
SEIU.
thought you was going to say 666, girl. Now look here. Now, commercial.
Where the holy water at? Where the holy water at? We about to. Nah. But SEIU, which is a Service Employees International Union, and believe it or not, I did not know that for a long time as I was repping them.
We're going to
And-
have to get you a little clipboard.
Right.
When you be throwing out these little acronyms, you
Yes,
just
sir.
throw it up in the back.
Yes, ma'am. Right. And then my husband asked me one day, because he is my historian. He tells me
Okay.
all kind of shit.
He's the
I'm
Wikipedia?
Yes, he is the Wikipedia. I don't be reading like that, but he makes sure I know the information.
I know that's right.
And it's kind of ironic because Anessa know we had fun the last time, right? So we would just talk about all kind of shit, and he'll come back and say, when I get home, he'll be like, you know what y'all said right there? You know that shit wasn't right. It wasn't correct. I said, well, I'm not the fact checker. They need to check the facts, right?
Man.
If they want to follow blindly, that's their business.
So you could be delivering fake news.
Not
just
no
probably
more.
not. Okay.
Not no
factual.
more.
Okay.
No, not no more.
Not checked out news.
Correct. Not checked
You
out.
used to have
news.
not checked, not verified.
Right, not verified.
Okay.
Not verified. But now we gonna make sure it's verified. And I say that humbly because we fucking experienced Donald Trump. Come on, let's wake the fuck up. Right? His Americanism caused more racism and division amongst us Americans than
I don't
anything
think
else.
it caused it. I believe that it simply brought it to the forefront.
Correct.
He made it okay.
Right. He made it okay, but it's not okay. And so I'm here to check y'all, to let y'all know, check. It's not okay. It's not okay on any level. And I'm here to let y'all know it's not okay on any level. My organization is Power Positive. Anessa, I don't know if I sent you that link, but I'm going to send you that link so you can really see my organization in its full totality. I teach people the negative effects of bad behavior, and I start with a conversation of responsibility. What is responsibility to me? Respect every single person.
Do you have like a 17-day step?
I do. I do. In real life. Yes.
Like this
that's
is
a good one, 17,
I did 17 days.
Yes.
17 days. Step.
Yes, ma'am, I
Step
do.
1, the gods ain't playing.
Yes. In real life, I really do. But so I'm going to hit it back and I'm going to start it from the beginning. It's responsibility. Respect every single person. Oppose negativity. Stay intelligent. Believe
See
in
if we got
learning.
that clipboard.
And teaching youth and
Right,
yourself.
we could
It'd
all
be
see
bullet
it and we
one,
right.
bullet
Well, you know what? I got it on my shirt, so I'm going to stand up since we on camera.
Okay, let's see.
Okay. Okay. Well, your body ain't wide enough, but I get you.
My body ain't wide enough. I ain't a big girl no more.
But I'm a big girl.
But I used to be a big girl, Hundy.
Not
a big girl.
but
Do you
yeah.
like, you're putting too much on with Salena.
Well, you know, I was a little thicker.
Wasn't we all?
And then I got put in a wheelchair, for real though. I went from 155 pounds to a $105 in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
But now I can walk again. God gave me my legs back. Like, girl, you got work to do. Here your legs.
Yeah.
Bam.
Run.
Run, exactly.
You're gonna be able to walk.
Run.
Yes. And so I want to thank y'all for joining my family, my AMP family, and here live in studio. I was expecting like
highlight.
all kind of stuff back here, you know. Used to
This
have.
is nice since the last time we've been here.
Yes, it is.
Very
It's-
lovely.
It is. I totally agree. I believe it allows us to make it our own. And if I knew that, to be honest with you, we would have had Power Positive logos all over
Right.
here because I
Right,
do
that'd
have
have been
them.
awesome.
I do have them, and I could have just put them up there. So
no,
maybe
next
that's what
time.
we will. Not next time, girl. We're about to take a break,
Oh.
and I'm gonna
you
hit
got
the.
some stuff in the trunk.
Girl, you know I do.
Okay.
I'm gonna
You
hit
stay
the truck.
ready. You ain't gotta get
Get
ready.
ready.
You know
Say,
it. Stay what? Stay ready, and we don't gotta what?
Get
Get
ready.
ready.
And so this is a year of change. Did y'all know that? A year of positive change.
Yes.
Because we not accepting no more BS, not from our politicians, not from our union, not from our employers. I'm going to be honest right now. I'm on medical leave from the county.
Okay. You playing sick or you sick?
I'm sick. I'm sick. I
Look, while
can't
we going live, you
I,
playing
I'm sick. I'm not playing sick. I'm sick. I can't do their job. See, I'm a call center worker, right? And so as soon as I take the first call, and I'm going to give y'all my spiel. I'm going to show y'all what I do. So the phone rings, and I go, Department of Public Social Services, call center, Northridge. Miss Coleman speaking. May I help you? Now I got to check 4 systems, not 3. 4 systems. We ain't even got to nothing else. I'm just putting in the case number. 2 hours of that shit, my hand swole up, shaking like I can't do nothing with it. At night, I can't move. It's.
I think I've been
that.
going through the same thing. Working at my job, all that typing I got to do.
Right.
Case after case after case.
Exactly. But I already sued them for workman's comp.
Oh.
And if I sue them again, I can't. I'm going to sue them out my job, right?
Yeah.
So fuck it. I ain't even going to sue y'all. I'm going to just leave medically because guess what? That's not the type of work I want to do.
Yeah.
And then they're not honoring our contract. And I'm the steward. And I can't even get them to honor our contract.
Wow. So
Right.
who's your steward? Don't you got a steward over you?
Nah, I got a staff person over me because I'm the shit and I know what I do.
Well,
Right.
I'm
And
so
saying
what's
if
the
you can't
person
get
over you,
them
right?
to honor, who do you go to? Who's the next up that can get the ball rolling?
Evidently, these motherfuckers don't know what they doing, and that's why I'm here.
Oh.
Because guess what? I don't like the social services in California and the way they do business. So I'm going to create my
Does
own.
anyone? Yeah. Social services. Oh, that's
That's such a big
that's
umbrella because
It
that's like
DPSS? DCFS,
Yeah,
Adult
all
Protective
of 'em,
Services.
Yeah, they janky.
Health
'Cause I feel
services.
like they get away with the real ones. The real cases are the ones that get swept under the rug. You understand?
Yeah.
The people who really, truly, truly need the assistance, whether it be the elderly, whether it be the children, whether it be the mental, whomever. Why can't they get the help they need for real? Why is it that it's swept away and it's okay? We'll help those that really don't need the help.
Yeah.
They pretend to need the help, but those that truly
Need the
are
help.
in need,
They get the run
we
around. They get the extra paperwork.
Yeah, all of that. And meanwhile, I'm sitting out and I can't get no help from nobody. You know what I mean? It's kind of like me. I have my first 8 children are with my husband. The first
Your
time
first
that
8 children?
Yeah, I have 9.
Okay.
So I applied for public assistance. Okay. Here's the cruel thing about the service. We all had the same last name.
Okay.
Hubby happened to, take a little vacay, So, I go and I apply, and the lady looks at me. She says, I only see one last name. Well, yes, ma'am. All my children belong to myself and
That
my
ain't
husband.
supposed to happen in
You know what I'm saying? they belong
I'm
to
supposed to
us.
see 3, 4 last
She
names,
said,
right?
yeah,
there,
and that's
sister.
basically what she said to
Yeah.
me. She told me I was better off being a hoe and coming up in here and getting some assistance than to be in a consistent relationship and having children
Because they don't
with the same person.
They don't want to help the family. They want to divide the family.
She was like, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I really, she taught me a life lesson though. Like, screw you
Yeah.
people. You people are, that's out of line. Like, you would want that, but you don't.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all a similar story. So I applied for public assistance as well. Actually, I only applied for food stamps because my husband was working and we moved to Orange County. And the sheriff's department knocked on my door. And they said I had a warrant and that I had 2 options. They could take me in custody, and after I served the time, they would process my CalFresh application, or I could withdraw my application. Keep y'all food stamps.
You had a warrant for what?
Failure to appear. Riding a train without a ticket.
And you was applying for assistance.
And I was applying for assistance.
So what did
So
that
they
have to do
found
with you get?
you and
No,
what?
they didn't find me. The department called them and said she got a warrant. So either I was to, LA County don't do that shit. You could apply with a warrant. We not fit to take your ass to jail. Not for no traffic warrant
so
or none of
they
that
snitched
shit.
you out.
Of
Like
course
she down here applying for aid.
Yeah.
Come down.
Come get her.
And they knocked on my door like,
So
And I
since you
answered.
didn't
Food
take the food
stamps?
stamps, they let you go.
hell yeah, they didn't arrest me. They left like nothing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's janky.
Ain't that crazy?
That is
That's
crazy.
janky.
But it took me to work into the adult industry because I was like, fuck that. I need a job. Went through the newspaper, $950 a week. Oh, I'm out of here. And so I started doing testing, PCR DNA testing for the adult industry.
There you go again, throwing out acronyms. No, but PCSD, what they had, PTDD.
Okay, can we know what they mean?
REEE.
Right.
What
Well,
the
that is a type of genetic testing.
You can't have
Right,
your
right.
co-host up here looking like
Well,
What you talking about?
So that's why I'm going to give you the knowledge.
that's some power positive
It is.
acronyms.
It is. It's a type of testing that they do in the labs where they draw your blood and they separate it to check for diseases. And so it's a specific kind of test so they can make sure they didn't have the HIV virus in their blood so they can work in the adult industry. And so I also created a embosser to stamp their paperwork that made them
I've been tested.
safe to work. Yeah, basically.
I ain't got it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Did they had a box yet?
they did not have
They
a box
good
yet.
for
No.
now.
Right,
Good
but
for now.
right. But it's ironic you said that because back then they were trying to get a union. They still don't have a union. They still don't have a union for the sex industry, right? For the adult industry, they still don't have a union, which is crazy to me because everybody got a union in California, right?
3-7.
But I know why they don't have a union. They don't have a union because they're connected to the most powerful industry in the world, which is the film industry, right? And if I can get you to come on my film and do what I need you to do, or I can control you in this other realm of film, then I can pay you less than and not give you your worth for this.
Yeah,
Because
they don't want to be responsible for all them hospital bills, and now they gotta go.
Then
to
I gotta pay
Dr. Mo.
health insurance.
Now they gotta go to
and-
Dr. Mo
Right,
often than
then
usual.
right.
Now she worried
I gotta
about this
keep
cough
somebody
all
on
of a sudden.
set.
Yeah. She been coughing all year. Now she no.
right, but not really, and I say that because SAG is striking right now, right? That's a union
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
striking, right?
Yes.
And they are talking about they don't have what they need, right? And they're talking about for the little actor, not the big actor, right? Not the big people,
Yeah.
not the James Bond
Yeah, because they don't write that.
or whoever plays James Bond.
Right, at the moment.
At the moment, right?
But if they don't got no writers, they ain't got nothing to act.
Exactly, right? And that take it back a little further too, because we know some writers don't get paid. Isn't it? Writers don't make good money.
Writers don't make good money. What is it? The stunt people don't make good money. Then how is it that all the actors is making all the money?
That's it. All the big actors are
Yeah.
making all the money.
Yeah.
But really, it's not. I'm going to tell you why. It goes back to the 2%ers or the 1%ers. It really go back to the 1%ers. So most people that back and fund these movies get their return back, right? So if I invest $100 million in this movie, I need to get my $150 million back before anybody get paid.
Hey,
Well, you only invested 100. How you get extra 50? Oh, because I invested the first 100 million and my guaranteed is that extra 50. And that's just the way we do business in real life. It's sad because everybody's gonna. Let's take it back. We got a house that was built in the 70s. Oh no, we gonna take it to the 50s. We got a house that was built in the 50s. They sold that house for $1,500 in the 50s.
mm-hmm.
That same house is $1 million or $2 million now.
Yeah.
Yes. I've worked for people where I had a lady that I worked for, Miss Daisy. She bought her house in the 60s. They paid $27,000 for her house. When she moved away, she was 84, and they sold the house $500,000.
Definitely. I got a homegirl who
$500,000.
No, I just be on the mental. She's like, Daisy, I like, was she driving?
yes,
Did she
yes,
drive away?
yes, driving this Daisy,
Daisy
right?
didn't drive away. No.
Yeah. She was
She
pushing
was
daisies,
awesome.
huh?
Okay.
She was pushing daisies.
I hope
She
not.
wasn't
Daisy.
driving,
She's
she was
awesome.
pushing daisies.
Yeah, so it's like, and then I look and you see these people, and it's another one that I had, and she bought her house. She said it's funny. She bought her a new Mustang. She said I paid more for the car in the garage than I paid for my house. And I thought, man, we can't even afford houses now. And when they do want to sell you a house, you got this much yard, your neighbor can smell anything you're doing in your house.
Yeah.
If you're going to the bathroom, what type of bath you taking, what kind of fragrance you're using,
Yeah.
you smell it outside. But I got to give you $1 million to live like that?
Live in the city. It's gonna cost
It's definitely gonna cost you.
Even more.
That's why I moved where I moved.
you.
I
Go to
needed
the
some
beach where
land.
you dare not get in the water.
Right.
Don't you get in
Then I
there?
want-
We gonna get in the water, so we just did an
The
event.
sand is full of debris.
Right. We just did an event at the beach though, because you said don't get in the water.
Was it to help clean up the beach?
It wasn't, but it should have been because we
You gotta
all
wear your
went in.
church shoes,
Yeah.
your deacon shoes to the beach.
Yes, yes,
Man,
yes.
make sure you don't get nothing.
We all got in the water, and my son, I think it was my son, 15 minutes in the water, he had to get out. He started getting a rash from the water.
I bet.
So Anessa is not lying when she say you got to have your armor on just to walk on the beach. We got to do more beach cleaning for real.
Yes,
and we
y'all
got to
do.
be more mindful of what we putting in our trash and our beaches and our
No,
In
we
the
gotta be
ocean,
mindful.
because-
If it went with you, if you took it from home, don't you feel like it should leave with you?
of course not. Leave it on the sand for the people that get paid to pick it up.
Well,
Who gets
majority
paid to
of that
pick it
is being
up?
washed
Nobody
in.
anymore. We barely
Right,
can
who get paid to
afford
pick it
lifeguards.
No, it's being washed in. Is what we're putting in the ocean.
You right. It's being washed.
Yeah,
in.
because the tide is getting higher and higher, so it's
Yes.
just
And then they don't
taking
clean
all
the
our
beach,
filth
so
away. Right.
All
just
right. So we're
left
gonna
there.
invite Mr. Coleman in here. He's coming into the call on the amp.
He got something else to say.
We not on the headphones, but I think we were supposed to have the headphones on so we could hear him.
We can hear him. I
All
ain't taking
right.
my hat off.
I'm actually on both, I believe.
Okay.
Well, you know what?
Yes, you did. You're on both of them.
All right, do you have me mute?
No, I don't. Let me see.
I
You gotta
can hear.
unmute yourself. No, he's talking about on the app.
Okay, there we go.
All right. Go ahead, Mr. Coleman.
All right. All right, forgive me, but you guys were having a conversation previously, and I had something to say about that.
Please do. I forgot to put the headphones on.
No, that's fine.
If we don't agree, we just gonna all do like this.
That's okay because I'm on the amp call too, so somebody gonna hear me.
Okay.
All right, but you guys moved on to a different conversation. I was waiting for that phone call to get picked up for a minute.
My
We're
bad.
trying to
my
keep
bad.
up with Salena.
Okay, so that's why I said forgive me. What were you guys speaking about before you guys got on that next
Yeah,
conversation?
some 3 women that have been through menopause, what we talked about 2 minutes ago. We don't know. You better rewind that clip.
Ain't nobody write it down?
But this is a dry run in the first run. We ain't up there yet.
And we
I
got
told you, look, take it. We ain't doing that.
That's
We
all
ain't
right.
doing none of that.
My
Already, that's why you're in there, because you ain't listening.
my amp family listening to me though.
And family is out of
Did they
line.
put you back on the conversation when we was talking about
Putting women over
specifically?
50 on the spot like that, which y'all say 2 minutes ago. Nuh-uh.
Don't know.
We trying to keep up with what we talking about now.
Woo! And in case
Because I
y'all
done
didn't,
drifted off 3-4 times.
Ooh, man, say less.
too funny. But in case y'all didn't know, Anessa is a comedian.
Oh, man.
Yes. So she keeps us laughing in real life.
Hey, you got to throw out a clue or something.
Yeah.
I'm over 52. I ain't remember that.
You didn't write it down.
in
Why you
trouble
didn't
there.
write it down? Questions to ask.
Hey, you know what? That's a good point. I'm gonna do that next time.
Yeah.
Okay, are you talking about the adult industry or before that?
You better not be talking
Yeah.
about the building.
No, actually, yeah, the union. What I was gonna say is,
Hold
I
on,
don't believe the
yeah.
adult industry talent has the public support to create that's needed to create a union.
You don't think so, really?
No,
No,
they
cause
women husbands, ain't nobody supporting that.
yeah, exactly. See that's my exact point. There's a lot of
$20 on a Big Mac. We ain't supporting that.
and by and large that is the opinion of people in California.
It is.
You know,
You're right.
there's some people who are more liberal, even though we're a liberal state for the most part. There's some they draw a line.
Yeah, and
You
you're
know what I
saying
mean?
that some people out there feel sorry for the hoes.
Right.
Well, you know what? I look at it like
Yes.
this, like
Like they working.
folks got to make a living.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's
Is that
honest
the
living.
way?
I'd rather have them doing that than trying to walk in the streets and
But at
like
least they ain't getting their money taxed.
my kids,
They ain't paying taxes.
Who ain't paying taxes?
The hoes.
the one on the streets.
Oh yeah, they paying taxes.
Oh.
They paying
Uncle
taxes
Sam.
hard.
They paying
knock
pimp taxes.
Life.
Yeah,
But
see-
but you.
we got our kids walking by them.
Uh,
You know
not
what I
only
mean? I gotta
in
walk.
this
I gotta
day,
drive by.
It's the kids that is
Yeah.
the hookers
They done
now.
ran off
I
the
mean, oh my
OG
God,
hoes.
right?
They ain't out there. They
It's
can't
the
hang.
kids.
Well,
and I mean,
okay,
oh,
we
oh,
all over 50, so everybody a kid to us.
Not me.
Okay, I'm
Shit.
saying,
I'm still a young kid.
listen, I'm saying those they younger than 20 these days.
Yeah.
They we talking about babies these days. They walk in the streets. They taking themselves to other states. They
Hold on.
You know
stop.
what?
Stop. Hold on. This is my expertise. So I'm gonna stop you right there. human trafficking is real.
Yes,
Yeah.
agreed.
Right. And once
So I
you get
keep
in
my
there,
pepper spray.
hold on. Let me finish on this because this is a deep topic for me. Human trafficking is real, and it's kind of like the dope game. Because when you get in something and you learn something and it teaches you something and that's your money, it's hard to get out of it in real life. And,
Go ahead. I'm sorry. No.
I was gonna say, and so in that sense, some people are doing it because that's how they take care of themselves,
Yeah.
right?
And
Okay.
but especially when you don't have support at home.
right.
There's a lot of people or a lot of females, and for that matter, males too, who happen to be bisexual or gay, or even gay for pay. Their home life is crap, so they go out seeking somebody older, more mature, and guidance. Because let's keep it a hundo. Every child wants some type of guidance, right? They really want parameters.
Do they?
Some of
Yeah,
them
they
acted
no
like
they do.
didn't
They
until
all
got out
we
there
all
and had no choice.
look at we all. I mean, I know I acted like I didn't, but I really did. And I was out there. I was legit out there gangbanging and slanging.
How many days you do?
Where?
He been blessed.
Your wife got 17. Y'all
no,
Bonnie
you know
and
what?
Clyde. What? How many
Hey.
days you got under your belt?
On God, I was blessed. The guy was looking out after me my whole life. Because there was an
right.
instant I'm walking around strapped. Matter of fact, I was strapped with a couple people in the studio right now. We went downtown LA on Cinco de Mayo, and we didn't realize it was Cinco de Mayo because we didn't really celebrate that like that, right?
Oh, somebody get thrown under the bus.
So well, no, it's all me because I'm the one that's strapped, and we walking around shopping downtown LA. We hit a corner, and the police is frisking everybody that walking down that street. I'm like, oh hell no, we got to go that way because I'm strapped. Like on the real, that was God blessing me that they didn't just come over there and, hey, you, what you got?
You should just gave it to Proud Mary right here.
They was frisking
they was searching
proud
everybody.
Marys- proud Marys too.
Everybody.
It was so because you know what?
Everybody.
It was so many people down there because it was Cinco de Mayo. It was like thousands of Latinos down there because it was Cinco de Mayo. We didn't trip that it would be that crowded down there.
Y'all just wanted to be prepared.
Well, okay, I'll go back to what I said before. I really did bang.
Yeah.
So I had people. I've had people shooting at me trying to kill me. So yeah, I was ready for whatever was
That's
gonna
what
come.
gang banging does.
I wasn't really tripping off. You know, we was going down there to shop. I wasn't going down there to be like trying to rob nobody. Shit, that was for protection. You know what I mean? But more of the story was, guy was looking over me because I didn't walk up and end up in the back of somebody's police car and shit that day.
Yeah, 50-something years old. Like,
know?
man, y'all didn't catch me all them years ago. Now I'm going down.
Well, he
No,
wasn't
no.
there.
At this time,
This
I
was
was
back
about
in the day.
20.
This was way back
Oh,
when.
this
Yeah.
I'm thinking y'all talking about
No, this was
recently.
not.
I was about 24,
we know how to
25.
act now. We
This
know,
was-
we know how to act
man.
now.
Yeah, I leave the strap in the car. I don't carry it with me while I'm walking around now.
With that said,
Man.
we gonna leave y'all with this song. So we gonna take a break. I have another one of my original co-hosts should be coming in any moment. So we gonna go and put this song on, and we'll come back. So my Amp family, listen to some music, but come back to the story, right? Come back to our Amp life, Real Women, Real Talk. And this is your host, Salena Coleman.
ldmusic.com. 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 ldmusic.com.
Again, this is your host, Salena Coleman, and this is Real Women, Real Talk, and I got Miss Anessa here with me, and I got Miss D here with me, and we're talking about real life stuff. We talking about reparations for LA County, and we just talking about what got us here today. And for the most part, this is an introduction to us getting back together. And next week, whether we're in studio or not in studio, we will be together again, but with our AMP family and doing it well, because that's what we do. Right? And so again, my name is Salena, and I am your host, and I am a human rights activist out of California. And I am here to enlighten y'all with some real talk about some real stuff in this real world.
That we're really living.
So hey y'all got some questions going on out there, give us a holler, shoot in, let us know what y'all thinking about. Let us know what's going on out there.
Mr. Coleman, you still on mic on amp? We can't have dead air. We can't have dead air.
The air has gone stale.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay, I'm on amp as well.
Okay, so my question to you is, first of all, I want to say thank you. I want to thank you in real life because I know when I lost Star that I was out of character. And what do I mean by out of character? Some of my behaviors wasn't appropriate for a wife. And with that said, when I came home, you didn't make me feel like me not being home was not okay. You made me feel like it was okay to come home. And so we can see what happens when you don't have stability and you don't have that comfort of being able to come home and feel safe in your own environment. And
Definitely.
so with that said, this has been a struggle for you as well. I need to hear, or I not me, because I kind of know because I'm sitting next to you for most of the time, but I want to hear in your own words how this have impacted your life, police brutality. And I want you to go back and start when you was 12 and they were shooting at you, right? Because
When who was shooting at me?
She throwing you on the spot. Well, you gotta
Do
go
we
back
wanna
to when
say-
you was 12.
right.
She ain't gonna let you
Right.
start at 20.
Nah.
Going in when you was in the
mean
crib.
when I was in the 5th grade and
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So go there and start there. And the reason, and no, we don't want it like da-da-da-da-da, right? Meaning every little in between there. But I think that is something that people should know because in LA County, our babies been being shot at, and they're still being shot at younger ages than people can really even imagine.
Yeah, well, the first time I was shot at, I was in the 5th grade, and they didn't shoot at me once or twice, but 3 times. They chased us around the entire block, shooting at us. Now, no other way to say it. That was my own people, in a sense.
Who was shooting at you?
Some cats from Inglewood.
Oh, we.
I believe. I mean, I'm just gonna say it. I believe they was Inglewood families.
Yeah, we could just say the red team or the blue team.
Oh,
Yeah.
the red team.
I'm gonna just put it out there. We cool with them now, but it was a situation. I found out later that it was some other young cat who I also went to school with. That was his what do they call that?
His initiation.
There you go. That thing right there. That was his initiation. He was getting put on, and his job was to shoot me. Probably because
At 12 years old.
Well, my older brother, who was 16, and he was a real one.
Throw me under the bus.
And he was putting in work. That's
Indeed.
just how the '80s was, And but I think all of this goes to the point where LAPD was cool with that shit.
Of course they was.
They instigated it. They would instigate that shit. They would come over and tell the big homies before I was a big homie, hey, them dudes over there said X, Y, Z about y'all. If y'all want to go over there, we going to be off for whatever time, or we going to be over there during this time if y'all want to go do something. Shit like that. They would allow it. It was shit like, oh, there was a shooting. People call the police. Police be there about 20, 30 minutes just to come clean shit up. It was like that where my cousin lived over there in Compton, same way, during the same period.
It's still that way. Nothing changed.
Yeah, I think they quicker to come now because they just want to gaffle people up. I'm trying not to cuss.
Selena been cussing. I think this is a cussable station.
It is a cussable station, but we trying not to cuss on this.
Yeah, me too. You know,
Well,
I haven't
I'm gonna
cussed
try
yet.
and keep it clean
No,
as
I'm a
best.
sailor.
I'm not sure if I have. I mean, it's in my regular vocab.
How did it affect me? Yeah, grew up hating the police. Not having no respect for them. How do you respect people who don't respect you? I can't do it. I'm sorry.
And I definitely understand that one.
I understand now as an adult, there are some decent police officers. And I do also understand that we do need law and order, because without that, we got anarchy, and what we're going to have is only the strong survive. And if that's what you want, I mean,
Didn't we just have that with COVID?
I'm talking about only the strong survive with firearms and weapons and shit like that. That COVID thing was a whole different monster, because there wasn't no defense to that, really.
Man.
You know what I mean?
I want to say something. There was a defense in it, and I want to thank you, because he ordered masks before it was a mask mandate.
That's because I was reading about everything that was happening over in China and Italy and shit like that before it hit us.
Right. So I just want to say thank you, because you kept us safe, right? We personally, you never caught it that we know of. I never caught it that we know of. But we do know, like, I have a daughter that caught it 3 times.
Yeah, a few of my kids caught it. They were
Yeah.
just asymptomatic. So.
Those
Oh,
millennials.
no, she was not asymptomatic.
Yeah, the millennials didn't take that shit serious.
No, not at all. With that said, I know we just had a break, but we're going to take another break, because our other host should be coming in any moment. And I'm going to come back in a few minutes. But again, we're going to get some things done, because when we come out of L.A. from reparations, we going around the world, and we want to know who's next. Because, this police brutality
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
wasn't only in L.A. County, or in Chicago, or in New York, or in Florida,
Philadelphia.
San Bernardino County.
San Bernardino. That's still California, but
You
yes,
said
San
LA,
Bernardino.
so
You
San
right.
Bernardino is different.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Ohio.
is. Yes.
Ohio, Riverside.
Watts.
So
Watts.
for real, Watts
Yeah.
on everything.
Watts
They
need their own separate. Watts is part of LA County, but to be honest with you,
Yeah.
Watts need a separate.
Yeah, because
Man.
the police was over there fostering that beef between them dudes, man. They
Yeah.
really was.
And
They
Nickerson Gardens, they need their own.
Man.
Yeah.
You not it, man.
We gonna say the projects.
Yes.
We gonna say
Jordan Down.
right, the projects.
Hassen,
Man, that's just our
Superior
projects.
Court.
You know how many projects they got over there in the Chi in New York where they was doing that shit? Man, hey, them BDs and GDs over there in Chicago, they like what we was in the 80s, but with fully automatic weapons right now.
Right. With that said, I want to say one thing. Mr. Coleman, he is very knowledgeable in football. He could be considered a footballologist, right?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, it is. Only I say that because since we met, he could watch a football game and he will tell you some stuff, and then the announcer would repeat it like they got it from him, which was kind of funny to me. And I used to say that my whole life, and he was like it wasn't happening, but it really was going on. And he is so knowledgeable in football, but he's also knowledgeable in gangs. Him and my 20-year-old used to call themselves gangologists. when
When you shot it at the age of 5, you better know somebody.
right when Easy was a 12, Easy considered a gangologist, right? And which was funny because Easy had 2 parents that worked for the county that were union privileged, and Easy was privileged. So the fact that Easy considered themselves a gangologist was beyond hilarious to me. With that said, Easy is a powerful musician and singer. Has their own music.
What is you talking about? Is you talking about Easy?
No, I'm not talking about Easy E. I'm talking about.
What is this? Here we
I-
go with Jeopardy again.
Right. I'm talking about my youngest.
Oh, okay.
Right. They perform under a name that they know I wouldn't be okay with. So I didn't even know they really did music until 2023. They sent me a song called Homesick,
Okay.
which is, I'll say alternative music because it's not something that I listen to. I did listen to it because it was my child. And I could truly see the people that listen to that music, like, got to be awesome. So with that
You
said,
gonna play it for us?
I will. I'll play it for y'all on a break. So we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we should have one more guest on here so we can do things with our original cast. And we're going to clown because even Anessa don't even know the new news that's going to come out. So when she get up here, we going to be dropping some
I'm
tea.
gonna go out there and get in touch with the ancestors in the universe. I'll figure it out.
All right.
ldmusic.com. 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 ldmusic.com.
All right, y'all. This is Salena Coleman, and I'm back with Real Women, Real Talk.
This is Anissa Jones, back with Real Women, Real Talk.
JT in the house with Real Women, Real Talk. Let's go.
Let's go. So this is the original crew, y'all. And I told Anessa that we had some tea to spill. So the last time we was here, we had a little different thing going on. Can you put your hand on the table?
Oh, go ahead. Let's go. What was the different thing?
Anessa, do you see it?
She married now?
Girl, she is married
I'm
now.
married now.
The last time we was here, she talked so much shit about not getting married and men. So, I just want to say life can change anybody.
Sometimes you got to. You have to. You just can't be together forever. My thing is, I'm not finna be just laying up, playing wife, and I need all the benefits that come with it.
So let me ask you something, because you said something, right? All the benefits. How did God bless you when you guys put that ring on your finger? Because I'm sure the universe blessed you in a different way. Because my mama, girl, you know how we believe. So tell me what the universe did for you.
Well, after being together for so long, and then we start talking about moving forward to like buying a house and finances and getting more stable. I just don't feel like you should be buying something and you're not talking about marriage. I mean, moving forward, you have to, because my thing is somebody could come in and snatch. I'm not finna be buying nothing with no man, and then his kids, his mama, his sister, and brothers, them come in for to get half of something they ain't paid nothing on. No.
Right. So you needed that ring for that, huh?
I needed that paper. I didn't even have to have a ring.
You said that
I needed
paper.
that official stamp on it.
Right.
So I could be, Your Honor.
Right. And you know what?
Half this is mine.
This brings it back to activism stuff for me, right? And I say that because my daughter lost her boyfriend of 9 years of 9 months before she was in a relationship with Anessa's son. And she didn't have a ring. She didn't have paperwork. And so after he was killed, she had no say-so. None. And they had a house together. They had 2 kids together. She had a car in her name that he paid the note on. Right? And so I got married early in my relationship. I was tired, to be honest with you. I lived a street life, hood, and that's even putting it light.
That's light.
Yeah,
that's light.
We
That is
already
light.
talked about her 17
That's right.
days.
Right. But that's light. And I'm going to tell y'all why that's light, because this is my young cousin, right? And one time we went to, I went to go visit my cousin in the valley, right?
Don't do it.
And I don't even know who car was we in. Who car was we in? Because
Do I say it?
Probably
It was a smoker
GTA.
car.
It was a smoker car.
Oh,
Okay.
it's a GTA.
Well, you know what?
It is a
Honestly,
GTA.
my
No,
homeboy, Ruby Black, rest in peace, he stole the car.
Okay.
It was a smoker's car, but he stole the car. He used to be
GTA.
stealing cars all the time.
Okay.
And it was a stolen vehicle.
Right. Well, that wasn't my. Let me tell you, I have 3 incidents with stolen vehicles.
But
So-
you enjoyed riding around in that car.
I
That car
sure
was
did.
fly. It was
Yes,
fly.
it was.
It was a new car too.
And it was convertible.
Yes.
Yes.
We had the top drop, and we was.
I had my first daughter at 13. I wasn't even thinking about it, and I wasn't even pregnant when this happened.
We were young.
We were young.
We were young.
And so y'all know I flipped the car in the projects. Because I probably should have been driving a convertible. I think it was a Mustang.
Yeah, and you was going fast too.
I was going fast.
You
I
was
didn't
going
even
fast.
I didn't even know which one was the brake or the gas.
I didn't know how to drive that good, but I thought my older cousin knew how to drive that good. Cause when I came out to Long Beach,
We was
this was
driving.
before Star,
Yes.
and you had me everywhere. We was everywhere.
But see the
And you
difference.
knew your way around. I was like, what the hell? I took one bus to the movies and to the mall and back. We was on bus, train, car. It's probably a stolen one.
Right.
Probably a stolen one.
Well, see, the difference then is in my neighborhood, I could drive, right? But even my husband know to this day, he will not let me get a Mustang. Because I
He
love
must've
fast
known.
cars.
He knew about the story.
He did not know.
You was going
He
fast
did
as
not
hell.
know. He did
But
not know.
you was gonna flip it anyway, because that time you hit that right, we was
Right.
like this.
Right.
And then you corrected it.
Yeah.
But that second time
But that's just, I'm here to tell you that story just to let y'all know that God been protecting me for a long time.
Okay, they say watch out for babies and food.
Right. Well, I definitely was a fool in my
She was a
life
fool.
because
She was a fool in her
yes.
younger years.
This my little cousin. I tell them my view of me. in your eyes? Because
Tell us how much trouble she got you in.
She didn't give me no trouble.
no, I was good to my cousin.
She was. She
Well,
didn't
if
give
y'all
me no
riding
trouble.
around in GTA.
That was
Well,
her
that was
GTA.
my fine. That was on me. I'll take that one. But
Okay.
I'll take that
Double
one.
trouble with the cousins.
But she was driving. But Salena, I didn't know she was just that little older than me. Cause she was like, when I went to Long Beach, we were everywhere. We was everywhere. We was all around, and everybody knew her. Everybody knew her. At one time, you was about to whoop a bitch ass or something, and then she was like, you know, you better be lucky I got my little cousin with. And I was like, that lady, I think was grown.
She might have been.
I think she was grown. I think that lady was grown. I was scared as shit, but she wasn't.
I was a fighter, right? Because I was the youngest of 8, and my brothers did martial arts. So I didn't need to be scared of nobody, right? And which is a good thing. But at the same time, it wasn't really a good thing in a sense for I stayed in trouble. And so now I get in good trouble.
Okay.
There's a difference, right?
Okay.
Right. Because I learned early on, I caught a case that told me that if I got in trouble again, that I was going to look at a minimum of 10 years.
Okay. That'll straighten you out, anybody.
Right. And my mindset with that 10 years said, fuck that. If I'm going to do 10, I might as well kill somebody and do the whole 25 to life.
You was
For real.
that case.
Yeah.
You was almost there.
Right.
You was almost there.
Right, but that's why. And so I'm blessed to catch a case early enough to realize that I needed to change my life. And so God blessed me to give me a job at the county. A blessing and a curse.
Yeah.
A blessing and a
I think
curse.
when you met your husband,
You right.
I think that's when you finally started to settle down, because you was kind of still talking crazy in jail a little bit too.
Well, we was
you was
already
upset.
married when he was in jail, when I went to jail.
But you had, you were married.
She was just simmering down.
But you was still, but then after you got out and Star and everything, it was like you just went straight and narrow after that. You calmed down because you was kind of still mad. And you was talking crazy in there.
Oh, definitely.
You was talking crazy in there. You was,
I'm still mad.
I was
And I
gonna
still
say,
talk
she probably
crazy.
still have flashbacks.
yeah.
Right? Because guess what? That shit ain't easy. Right? And it's been 31 years, 32 years. But guess what? Any given day, I get an attitude about that shit because it wasn't okay. These bitches came to my house to jump me, and I catch a case.
Well, what did you do?
Rest in peace.
What did you do?
What you mean what I did? They came on my property, came past my front door to my back door, and I seen them at the back window coming by my back door, and I shot out the back door like, oh, yes. But then they see me come out the back door, and they took off running, and I became the aggressor. Ain't that some bullshit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my second case. My first case, I didn't even do nothing either. My
Well,
first
we all say that.
Well, no, this is a fact. I'm going to tell y'all. So I was at school, and me and my homegirl was walking home from school. I was in middle school.
Okay. I was
But
gonna
I-
say what grade this is. I'm gonna need time.
She was young.
I was in middle
She
school.
was young.
But I already had a baby. And so me and my homegirl was walking home, and this white girl was messing with her, and she beat the white girl up. And the white girl didn't know her name, but she knew my name. And her dad was in the military. And so she said that I beat her up.
Okay.
And so I got arrested out of school. They came and put handcuffs on me and took me out of school. And that was my first case. I almost made it to LP because they told my mama that she couldn't come get me. My aunt actually worked at the jailhouse and called my other aunt and said, you better get here before 4 o'clock. Because if you don't get here by 4 o'clock,
You
Selena's
down
going to be
at
at that
Los
bus to LP. Right? So I made it home that day, even though that was my first case. And when we got in the courtroom, not the courtroom, but when we got in Long Beach court, I straight out told that little girl in front of her parents that she better tell the judge the truth. Because if I catch a case for some shit that I didn't do, that I was going to beat her ass for real. In front of her mama and her daddy and in front of my mama. And I think her parents knew that I wasn't playing. and went in there and talked to the judge, and my case got through out. Thank God. But that's my first case.
Okay, and moving on to the second.
Yeah.
Let's run these cases concurrent.
Right. That second one, I don't know. I don't know about that second one.
Yeah, now my second one is the one that was some bullshit too.
Okay.
Cause you know, I can still say rest in peace because homegirl that came and we ended up catching a case behind, she got shot in the back of the head for being a snitch in Long Beach. And a 16-year-old next to her on some same BS. And I still send love to her family because that shit is not okay in real life. And we could do better as people. And this gang shit is some harsh, real stuff.
Yes, it is.
We're going to take a call. I think we got a new caller coming in, and we're going to invite, oh, that's Mr. Coleman again. He got kicked out. Let's see what he want to talk about.
Come on.
You know, I just had a quick observation on something Nissa said. That those cases ran just now consecutive. That was one after the other. You said concurrent. That means they would have been at the same time. I'm just pointing out.
Look here.
Logistics.
Look here, Mr. Logistics.
I'm just saying.
We are on the first. Next time you go take,
I got
and
you.
then you tell me in private I
Right.
messed up.
Right.
You don't come on amping me out.
We want to
Now, I
run them
said, when I go to
concurrent because
court,
we
it
the
runs
judge right
concurrent.
now. We the judge and the jury. We gonna run
Now,
them
you let me
concurrent.
look that up later.
She was around Long Beach running wild.
I done been in the courthouse enough now. Concurrent,
Yes.
consecutive. We gonna run them all together anyway.
Hey,
She gonna do
there's
some
a
time.
big difference between them two words though.
It is.
In the courthouse.
In
it
the courthouse,
really is.
boy. You better.
Did they bring up that case in the courthouse?
They did.
Okay.
And they did it like this. She got a 45-page rap sheet. How I get a 45-page rap sheet?
They
You was
ran it
bad.
consecutively. Is that all right?
You got a 45-page rap sheet because you was bad.
I was
Well, I don't even
You was
know where you would be
consecutively
without
bad.
Mr. Coleman.
probably in jail or
think so.
locked the fuck up in real
But
life.
you know what?
I've
mean,
been an
yeah.
activist in
Hey,
jail at least. You
that goes
saved
both
some
ways.
souls.
Because without y'all, yeah, I mean, I was wild. Without my family, I was with all that shit.
Right.
You
Well,
know,
thank God.
Your lessons
God
are
brought
your
y'all
wisdom.
together.
Is your wisdom.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, you know what? I say the universe brought me my husband because, you know, I got 7 brothers. And they tried to control my life. And I need a man that said, nope, that ain't going down. This is our house and our rules. And he was that man.
Yeah,
So
but it
you
was
need
so
to
crazy
control.
because Salena had all brothers,
Yes.
but
She was like the big brother.
she didn't listen. Like me, I was scared of my brothers.
Oh, she was.
Her brothers is killers, but on any
I
note,
was scared of my
I was
brothers.
scared of her
Martial
brothers.
arts, that's just
But
bad.
Selena, I felt like
I was
my
scared.
brothers like kind of babied me, but then they put their foot down when they seen that I was like.
bad as
Gonna
me.
listen to
Yeah.
that shit.
Bad as me.
But I was behind closed doors.
Like I said, bad as me.
I was behind closed doors. But Selena, like, it was like she was the only girl. See, I wasn't the only girl. She was the only girl, and they just they didn't beat her up. My brothers would beat me up.
Oh, that's not true. They did.
but
You
she had,
see the
at least one of them would.
right. I'm gonna say this. The
That
difference.
one right over the top of her. Yeah, that's where that sibling rivalry was.
No, the one under him.
Oh,
Right.
She
But-
like I can see
He was
that.
mad about not being a baby no more.
Right. He was bad about not being a baby no more.
Nathan was a sweetheart, though.
Yes, he was. He's still a sweetheart. I'm sure he's around the corner at church. You know, because West Angeles is
What
around the
about
corner
you?
Yeah,
from here.
What about
shout
Cousin
out to
Young?
West Angeles Church. I
He
love that
probably
church.
should be listening in, but you know, he
Was he a
close to-
sweetheart? He was a sweetheart to his cousins.
Yeah, because he was an asshole to everybody else.
He was a good cousin.
Yeah, he got in trouble in the streets
In jail
all the
too.
time. Oh yeah, in jail too. Plenty cases. But so
Seems like a family full of cases.
right.
No, we all settled down though now. Everybody that was just young. They was in Long Beach.
Now that your knees
doing
locked
their
up on
thing.
you.
Right. And we was in the valley doing our thing but everybody's good. Everybody's
Right. So, part of that, and that's why you here. Because I feel like, because I did do some shit in the streets. And I did stand on a stage to make this conglomerate union exist. That it's time for us to help clean up some of this shit. Right?
Yeah.
And the way to do it is to help these young people understand that the manipulation of music and the manipulation of the lies within the media.
yeah.
Well, I just want to throw out there that I'm with this team, but I ain't had nothing to do with messing up the city.
No?
No, I did not.
Well, you from the Nickersons, right?
I'm from Watts,
Oh, okay.
Haven, but I don't gangbang. I'm a lady.
But a lady,
I wasn't at no meetings.
lady in the streets or
I
the sheets?
wasn't- Both.
Both.
But I'm here to say that I pray for the neighborhood. I did not do all this that y'all was doing.
She the reason we came through. Because she said she prayed through the neighborhood.
Right.
Because if
Thank
not,
you.
we wouldn't have.
Yeah.
If we didn't have prayer people like you.
I have people. I got a cousin, Kima, and
Right.
her little daughter. They like my pit bulls. I got people in the hood I can
Right.
call that
yeah. You wasn't
still
just
keeping y'all going.
Right.
Did you have the church fan and everything?
No. I was in the cut, I just wasn't.
Was you in the choir or anything at the church?
Yeah, I used to be in the choir.
Okay.
I used to be in the choir.
Up there, lead singer.
Yeah, I wasn't a goody two shoe, but
Right. That's what
I wasn't no bully. Y'all seem like y'all was bullies.
No, no,
No,
no, no,
not
no,
at
no.
all. I had a time to be a
No,
bully.
Selena, she wasn't a bully, but Selena was in the streets.
See, the difference for
She
me
was in the
is
streets. We was all around Long
Hey,
Beach.
we wasn't turning down no smoke.
Yeah, I know.
That's for
'Cause
sure.
I've
Right.
heard
No,
all
she
of
wasn't.
y'all little
No, she wasn't.
stories and everything, and I don't know how to
But then you have
cook
to
it
understand
up,
too.
sell it up.
Selena's,
I don't know.
you know, Selena's
Wow.
mixed, and she was much lighter then too.
I was.
She was much lighter. Over the years, she got a little tan on her.
I'ma
But she was
tell you
much
the
lighter, and I
secret.
think that
I've been in the sun for 3 months, bitch. I'm still light.
because she was really, really light and with good hair, as you can see. I don't know if that had
Am I
played
Becky
a
with the
role.
good hair?
And I don't know, because back then, light-skinned
Yeah,
people.
you know, mixed kids was bad. They thought they was prettier.
Well, no, I didn't even know I was pretty. My mama told me I was her wild child and I got to run free. And she meant that literally, right? So guess what? I had
You
my
ran
freedom.
free.
I ran free. Free.
Hey, I just wanted to comment on that light skin thing.
Go ahead.
Hey,
Come on, Reverend Knight.
folks used to sweat me all the time because I was light skinned and that
With the good hair.
good hair thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got sweated a lot. But I'm not turning down no fades. Like, so if
Like,
you
shoot, I'm
think
light skinned, I can fight too.
if
nigga.
you think
Right.
you can do that, then handle your business.
Handle your
You know what I
business.
mean? And that's how it was. So yeah, it ended up getting a lot of fights because I was light skinned.
Was it with the dark skin? Or was it
But
the
I
other pretty
think that
little
that
light
was.
skin?
I really
Both.
think that.
Both of
I mean,
them.
don't get me
Both.
wrong. Selena was in the streets or whatever, but
That's
I
both
think
with an
I
F.
think that probably, yeah. And she was little. She
Yeah.
wasn't a big girl. She was little.
Like you.
She was yeah, just like you, Miss Nassar. She was
Little people are mighty as well.
she was
Right.
little. She was light skinned, good hair, and little, and she was cute. Because all light skinned is not cute.
You right. But I didn't know I was cute.
But he was a nice looking man.
he was fine.
Ooh, yes.
He was
It's
fine.
like,
Thank
where's
you.
Selena get?
Right.
Where'd she get that grown man from?
Right.
Yeah, because he
And I
had
got
that-
sweated, girl.
he
They
didn't
thought
have
he
that
was
rough
10
look.
years my senior. So I got sweated. Oh, you messing with that old man and da. You already got 2 kids by 2 daddies. No, nigga, I got 2 kids by 4 daddies. How about that? Anessa had to think about that one. I'm going to say,
I had to think about
girls
that
is players too. How
Yes.
about
Kids
that?
by four daddies.
We are.
It
we
take
are.
me a minute, but I get there. I get there.
Yeah, but I
I'm a
think
guy.
that
I'm not
no,
gonna get that. You don't have to break that shit down to me.
Selena wasn't a bully, but she didn't turn down nothing.
I'm going to say this. I was a bully one time in my life, and I'm going to tell you why I was a bully. I was dating this guy for 4 years, and we decided to move on because he was a punk ass bitch.
Uh-oh.
Excuse my French, and I don't like to cuss and do
Ooh.
that, but he wanted to work for somebody, so he said I wasn't his girl because he wanted to work for this nigga. So the guy he wanted to work for, I told him the next time he tried to get at me, since he been trying to get at me for a minute, that I'm gonna give him so much play and rhythm that Force MDs ain't gonna have nothing on them. So, long story short, I have a baby, and all the nonsense and the drama of this is, it could be his, right?
I must have got that from you. I've been there.
Right.
I've been there too.
But when I met my husband, it was a whole different ball game because
How did y'all meet?
I'm like the little red engine
we
that
talk
could
about that
right
on
now, and
the
I'm
next
still
segment?
trying to get up that mountain. I'm
we
But
sure
I'ma get
can.
there. I'm
We
a-
sure can. But you know,
Okay.
we only got about
Keep
2 more
trying.
minutes.
We already said we ain't even want no parts of this, huh?
Right.
She just steady going.
We only got 2 minutes left. So
Praise God.
on Morris Media. So I'm gonna let y'all take it out. I'm gonna let Anessa have a minute, and then I'm gonna let JT have a minute. But then we're not gonna end there. We're gonna take a break, and then we're gonna go to the parking lot, y'all, and we're gonna end this AMP conversation with the AMP family off the air.
Well, I think
of
it's only
so-
right
of
that JT
medium.
go first. I've been here
Okay,
running
go
my
ahead.
You
mouth.
sure?
Yeah, I've been here running my mouth.
Well, I'm gonna be on time. I had some family.
It don't
That's
even
okay, we
matter.
don't-
Like I
it
said,
don't-
I'll be on time. I'll be on time, everybody. I'm gonna come. I'm gonna set it off. I'm gonna set it off. I'm gonna set it off on Sunday.
Okay.
all right.
You got some drink in the parking lot?
I don't, but we can stop. We could go get. We gonna go somewhere and get some drinks and some food.
Y'all
and,
pray
you know.
for me in the meantime. Be hanging with these old gangsters.
But she gonna be
These
saying
old
some
school
prayers for
gangsters.
us.
Yeah, I done been over to the Nickersons a few times. I had some friends over there.
Okay.
It was pretty rough. You can handle us.
Once you got friends over there, you always got friends.
Right.
Nah, we're not friends.
Well, you
no
must
more.
did something wrong.
Or maybe they did something wrong.
No, we
'Cause she a real
friendly
one.
folk.
I left
She real
them.
one.
We
I
friendly
left them.
folk.
No, he's still
Oh,
upset.
you saying that
he upset. It's like 30,
That's
40
something else.
years.
That's a whole nother
Yeah,
issue.
he's like 40 years mad.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
like 40 years mad. He's still mad. But it's okay. So, JT, Real Women Will Talk. I'll see you guys on Sunday. Go ahead, Vanessa.
Give them your social media and stuff. Let them follow you.
She got to get her following stuff together first.
Let them follow me.
Let them follow you, girl. We
They'll find me, Janine Townsend. You can find me on my cousin's page. I'm live on there. I'm live. I'm wow. And my page is open. But send me a friend request anyway.
Go ahead. Your turn.
Okay. Anissa Jones, happy to be here again. Real Women, Real Talk. We'll be back on Sundays. I'm not sure. I don't like people following me. I'm a
don't
leader,
follow her.
and I don't like nobody
Well, y'all have
following
her
me.
name, so
No, I'm just kidding. I
follow her.
ain't got nothing but a Gmail, and that's full.
That's it.
What we gonna do?
Well,
is-
How the
Well,
fellas?
no.
What if a rich man out here?
No, we're not doing that.
We not?
we are doing that. We gon' So I'm gonna tell
Get
y'all.
at
We gonna
me.
put this on here.
No, I'm on
Anessa-
the AMP thing. I'm on the AMP. I just signed up on the AMP.
So she gonna
Anissa
find her a
Jones.
good rich man on AMP.
No,
That's
I'm
what she
not.
trying
I'm
to
not
say.
out on. You can be broke, just be good.
Oh
No,
no,
no.
we ain't doing that. To you.
You don't tell
We-
me what I'm doing.
Right, but
I don't care nothing about no
Oh.
money.
Right.
Let me run this level.
Oh, okay,
Right,
okay,
right.
okay.
And y'all get
You're
your
right.
nigga with
But
money.
we go-
And I'm
we
gonna get
gotta
me nigga
give
with
you
some
the o-
respect and loyalty.
Right.
He gonna
And
come with
we'll
that
get the
too.
money together. No.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
We gotta.
We're gonna rise from the bottom together.
We gotta take the vote on the man.
No.
No, you can't
No.
just pick him.
No.
we gotta vote him
No,
in.
You just decide to give
Oh.
your nigga a chance. After 37 years.
He wasn't good
Oh, see.
for 30.
That's why I asked for
Four,
mine to be good and broke. Shit.
All right. On that note, I'ma just let y'all know. This is Salena Coleman with Real Women, Real Talk.
17 days.
17 days. Yes. With that said, though, I'm gonna give y'all some more good news.
Uh-oh.
I did the paperwork to become a good person in society, and I only got half of a criminal record because the other half been sealed. Woo!
You mean I can get my bad debt sealed?
And
I
I'm-
can get rid of that Sally Mae loan?
yes.
Yes.
Uh.
And so with that said, when I get the rest of my paperwork to say that I'm good, I'm gonna start visiting people in prisons and bringing some people home, because I got a nephew who's been down 27 years.
Let's do it.
And they trying to keep him because he making money for them in the prison. But guess what? We gonna bring him home and we gonna make them pay him.
They sure coming home. I got a lot of friends.
Because it's not okay, and especially not under my watch. So again, peace out. This is Salena Coleman on Real Women, Real Talk. Before we go out, though, I need Mr. Coleman on that mic to say something, and I need Dee to come on up here and
come on, Mr.
let
Coleman.
them know that this is who,
Real
and we're with
Women,
what?
Real Talk.
With a little bit of testosterone. Hey,
Yes.
I'm just gonna say for all the AMP family out there and everybody else listening and watching, stay prayed up. Love you.
In real life. Go ahead, Dee.
Hey, and this is Dee. It's been awesome sitting here having a great conversation with you 4 ladies. Well, 3. I didn't really get to have a conversation with you. But it's been awesome. Hope we get to do it again real soon.
And we actually will be doing it again real soon, because we are here next Sunday at 1:30.
Holla if
And
you hear me.
we
Can we
gonna
get a
be.
banner?
You know what? I didn't know it was like this, or I would have brought all these little things and we would have put them on there. We would have been like,
We
but
can't just get a backdrop?
we can. So we going to get some stuff. So the next time we come back, we going to look a little better, and we going to be doing things a little better, because I got my big
gonna have
little
an
cousin who's going
itinerary.
to teach me some things. And, you know, we did have an agenda and all that, but I said I'm not going to do that this
Don't
week.
play down my big word I use. I said itinerary.
Okay, well,
Oh.
itinerary. Right?
Don't downplay her big word. Don't downplay her big word.
Man, between Ike and Tina, boy, I'm going to have to bring my Webster.
I got some pepper spray.
But we gonna get it together, because I say that I just wanted us to get the feel. You know, it's been 7 years since we sat in this chair.
It
And
feels good.
Wow.
And we had that conversation. And you know, I didn't get to tell you her good news while I was dropping the tea on you. She entered the Sexy Grandma Club.
Oh.
Baby Dale wasn't here yet?
No, he wasn't here, girl. He
Oh,
wasn't
he
even
wasn't.
thought of.
Oh, okay.
He wasn't even thought of.
Yeah.
So I have a grandson who is a professor.
Yeah.
His name is Dale, and he also is a Sonic, and he also is. We're actually going to bring him and his little cousins on here for the
Okay.
Sayomi show.
Okay.
So maybe we can get that together. There'll be a small segment within our big segment, and we'll get to see little people act like little people in real life, in
Yeah.
real world.
Okay.
So I want y'all to share the show. Invite your AMP family, your real family, to join AMP. And if they don't want to join AMP, because you know I got a cousin in somewhere far, and he's like, I don't want to download an app to see something. Just send it to me directly.
You
Go
know, I
on
want all that
YouTube.
using up my data.
Right.
He ain't playing with you.
Right. So go on YouTube
On that AARP.
and watch us. Real Women, Real Talk. And guess what? The next time we come back, we going to be so fly, you going to have to do what? Brush your shoulders off. So with
She
that
gonna speak for
said,
herself. I
keep
might
your
be up here in a
feet
bonnet.
to your ground. Keep the feet to the ground. And hopefully my glam team will wake up. On that note, I need y'all to watch Picture This by Sky. That's my daughter. And how beautiful she is in that video. My glam team was supposed to do that to me, but they wanted me to come in here hood. And so that's why I got the 2 ponytails. I got my jersey on. I had to take it off.
Now
'cause
she
I
in
got
granny mode.
hats.
She's snitching, y'all.
Yeah, I am. But you know, in the new school world, snitching is bullying word, so we don't do snitching.
Okay, well, she's bullying
We
y'all.
tell on them. We tell on them because they didn't do what
She's
they were
Charleston White
supposed to
now.
do. So, you know, I got my jersey on, to let y'all know.
Oh, shucks.
I'm an Aries, and I'm fire, meaning I'm hot, like fish.
So that means we got to get us. What's your sign?
I'm a Virgo.
And it say
Okay.
Selena,
I'm
Pisces.
I'm a Scorpio.
Oh,
right?
Jesus.
So we got
Praise 'em.
Virgo in the house.
Call on them.
How many babies you got? Because you know Virgos, they got that all that.
Well, you
know, you got
got-
a lot of babies?
I got 3.
How many baby
Well, damn, I
daddies?
got 6. So,
She got 2 kids by
I got
4
3.
baby daddies.
3
so
baby daddies.
I'm trying to see how your
3
cousins
kids.
is out here rolling.
I was wild. I was wide legs.
Right.
Wide legs.
But that's okay. I was a
Just
little
say
jackrabbit.
But guess what? We
Scorpio.
here to teach better, right? Because my daughter told me, if you know better, you do better.
Right.
And if you know better and you don't do better, then you in trouble. But if you know better and you do better, you put that shit behind you and keep it
Okay.
pushing. And so we know better and we do better. So we gonna keep that shit behind us and keep it pushing. So with that note,
Amen.
So my wide legs is expunged, right?
yes, ma'am.
Cool.
You got a husband, right?
Yeah, but I don't mess with none of them niggas anyway. If I didn't have a husband,
I understand that.
one
but
of
see,
them owe me $30,000.
It's a different thing when you put the ring on your finger and you
Look, we
elevate.
both,
That's all,
we trying to think about how we can get that.
right?
You can
Elevate.
get
The 30
it voluntarily or involuntarily.
Well, yeah, he ain't got no license. They
All right, so I'm gonna let y'all finish hearing this song, and we're gonna come back outside in a few minutes. So again, that was us, Salena Coleman.